What's up, everybody? Absolute Nobody back again with another pretty quick unboxing here. I got a Halloween package from Gthic or Gthic or however you say it. Not sponsored or anything like that, and I'm not going to go through a full review or anything. I actually have somewhere to be, but there you go. There's you a little code, and let's get the unboxing open. I'm literally like behind the camera right now. This is my first time seeing them. Oh yeah, they also sent this little green sizer. Pretty handy. Let's get right to it. All right. Got 3 different rings here. Let me turn it over. 3 different rings here. Got the hobo nickel. Got the tiger's eye. And also got the kraken tentacles or octopus tentacles or whatever. This one's gonna be for my wife, and I'll have her film her initial reactions to it. These are all stainless steel rings. As far as I know, that's a real tiger's eye. These 2 are gonna be size 13, and this is a size 6. Let's pop hers out first. Very nice. Again, it's a size 6, so it won't fit. It'll fit about there. Pretty cool ring. It's right up her alley. She likes krakens and butterflies and you know, the usual. Here's the signet ring with the tiger's eye. I like this a lot. Also stainless steel. Not silver. They do offer, I know they offer this hobo ring in silver, probably this one too. They offer several things in silver. The stainless steel is quite a bit less expensive. Obviously, it's a non-precious metal, but it is still a metal that won't turn your finger green. I don't know that. The same hand as my wedding band. That was pretty nice. Yeah, they won't turn your finger green. They always look nice, and they don't get scratched up easily because they are stainless steel. Oh, dogs are getting crazy over there. And here's the hobo ring, also in a size 13. Very cool ring as well. And let me pop this one on real quick. Also a pretty cool look. Or I could put it on this ring, on this finger. Let's look there. Fancy. Yeah, there's my quick unboxing. And I'll take them out in the sun here in a little bit and let you see them there. Very good detail on these. Very good. Especially this little kraken over here. I'll go ahead and take her size thing off too. My dog wants in, but I'm going to try to film this before I do that. Of course, there's other dogs you can hear in the background. Very cool detail. I think that's about how she's gonna want to wear it, like not on the pinky, but on a different finger. She obviously has smaller, daintier hands than I do. And yeah, there's the hobo ring again. It's a hobo nickel ring. And just a little background, if you don't know what a hobo nickel is, back in the day when, you know, like homeless people would ride train cars to get from state to state or city to city, it was a form of, it was an art form, a form of expression for these guys. You know, they would take actual nickels and, you know, like make skulls and stuff on them, and you know, sell them to make a couple extra bucks. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me run over here and grab this thing. And I might as well let the dog in while I'm up. Come on. So what I have here is it's a reproduction of a hobo nickel, and it's not actually a nickel, it's a $50, but a hobo $50, if you will. They call any denomination is referred to as a hobo nickel, but as you see, it's a regular $50, but on the flip side, Kennedy has been assassinated, I guess. That's kind of fucked up, but yeah. So like I say, that's what a hobo nickel is. I mean, again, this is a $50, not a nickel, but it's the same general idea. And if you notice, this is made to look like a nickel, but it's a skull with a fedora as opposed to whoever's on a nickel. Lincoln or what? No, Lincoln's on the penny. I don't know who's on the fucking nickel. But yeah. Very nice construction. I mean, it's stainless steel, you know, like it's gonna look good for a long time, but there's not gonna be any resale value, right? Like if I take this ring to a pawn shop to sell it, while they don't give a damn about the CZs that are in there, this is actual silver. So, you know, I think this weighs like nothing. It weighs like 7 or 8 grams, but they'll still give me a few bucks for this thing because it is silver. This, they might give you a couple bucks because they probably can resell it because it's a pretty cool looking ring, but there is no monetary, there's very little monetary value of the materials. You're paying for the artwork here, and it is nice artwork. Same thing with all these. Get it back off my finger there. Very nice artwork though, very detailed. I'm trying to keep the light from glaring too much, but it's not a professional setup by any means. That's not a today review ring. There are little stones on the side there. I can't tell if those are stones or if that's the way it's cut. No, those are little stones. I imagine they're CZs or something similar. I don't know. Some people would refer to this as costume jewelry. I mean, I think it's real jewelry. I mean, look at it. But no, it's not precious metals and it's not gemstones. That could be a real tiger's eye, but tiger's eye is not a valuable, you know, a high dollar diamond-esque gemstone by any means. And one more time for this guy. And I believe they offer this same ring in 925 sterling as well at a premium, as to be expected. But yeah, there's the quick unboxing of Gthic or Gthic or however you say it. And there's their Halloween packaging, which I like. But all right. If you like what you like, buy what you like. But don't take my word for it because I'm absolute nobody. Take it easy.
Hey y'all, I'm Mrs. Nobody, and absolutely nobody asked me to come on here really quickly and review the new ring that he got me from Gthic when he placed his order. So I'm going to set up to do that. Now what he doesn't know is I broke his tripod while I was setting up to do this portion of the video. So I've got a nice little surprise coming for him, but I'm going to set up the best I can, review it, give you my initial reaction to it, and see if it's up to my standards. I'll let you know what I think as soon as I rig up something to film with. All right, see y'all in a minute. Bye. All right, so what I came up to work with is a cup that is holding my phone, and we're just going to make it work. Here's the cup. I came home today. I have not seen absolutely nobody yet. He is at work and he'll be home probably about 9 or 10. So it's always fun to come home and see what kind of little goodies might be waiting. And this is the first time that I've pitched in and given you a response myself. Been in a couple of little shorts with him, but he asked me to review this, so here we go. Gthic is predominantly stainless steel biker centric jewelry, but they do have a fair amount of silver as well. I can't remember if they have gold. I do not know if they are an overseas company or an American company, but I have seen some pretty good reviews on their product. I definitely like a good piece of jewelry. I'm not so much into costume jewelry these days. I do like unique, creative jewelry. I'm not all about flashy diamonds or any kind of gemstone. I'd rather have more one-of-a-kind pieces. This is going to be a factory piece, but it's not going to be something that everyone has. It's not going to be something that everyone wants. It's my personal preference. I like weird, I like bizarre, and it's just a matter of your personal preference. But I am a little bit of a jewelry snob just because my grandmother and my mother kind of raised me to know what quality jewelry looks like. So I'm going to do an initial opening, see how I feel about it, and let you guys in on that as I go. So I don't know what he has shown, what he has not shown. I'm going to open this off camera just in case he hasn't done a review of everything in this box yet. Pull mine out and then we'll get going. I will say the box itself is very nice. It's sturdy. It is cardboard, but it's got the soft touch on the outside. The back of it has just their general logo on it, and it's got this nice little pull ribbon that makes a drawer. And that's all you get to see of it because, again, I don't know what he's already filmed. And with that, let's get into what he ordered for me. I think there was some kind of special that he could get a discount if he ordered a couple of pieces or a certain dollar amount. I'm not exactly sure what that deal was, but I do know that there was some sort of special and he asked me what I wanted, and I went through and picked out something that I really liked. What I wanted to order was not a ring for all the way down my hand like my wedding ring. This is my band. I do have another awesome ring that I'll do a video review on myself. I wanted a knuckle ring. I wanted something with a little bit of flair, a little bit of excitement, but not overstated, not huge, still have a little bit of daintiness to it. So I got out my handy dandy ring sizer. Yes, we have one of these. We are those nerds. We like jewelry, and I wanted to make sure that what I was getting was going to be sized appropriately. So I think I wound up, let's see, this one maybe is 6.5. I think I wound up getting a 6. Oh no, that's a 9. I wound up getting a 6, and that's honestly a half size too big, but I'm thinking this one might be a little bit squeezable to close if needed. That does go down right to my knuckle. It won't go over my knuckle without forcing it, which I am never doing again. If you were ever a junior high girl trying to fit into someone else's ring, you understand what I'm saying. So that is about the size I went with because I think that may be the smallest that they offered. With that, let's get into the ring itself. I'm going to give it a quick little t-shirt wipe. He'll love that I'm not cleaning it with a polishing cloth, but I'm just going to get my fingerprints off of it. And reveal time. This is the ring. It is octopus tentacles. Let me get a hand behind it where my black fingernail is not the highlight. It's got little octopus tentacles. It is darker than sterling silver would be, but very pretty, very shiny. Get it up a little closer if we can maybe focus in on it. Very beautiful. I like that it's kind of curly, that it wraps around, and you notice that you can slightly squeeze it. I wouldn't squeeze it too hard. You never know if you're going to break something. The inside of the tentacles are a little bit darker than the stainless steel outside of it, which I like. It gives it some depth and dimension. And if we look on the back, it is a thicker band than I expected, which is actually a good thing. Solid looking, shiny. It is not flimsy. It's nice and thick. If you look at the depth of the ring itself, it's not a thin, flimsy little ring that's going to bend easily over time. I'm going to check and see if there's any kind of markings on it on the inside. I don't see any markings. No, of course it's not going to say 925 or sterling silver or anything like that, but I didn't know if it might say stainless, if it might say the ring size, anything like that. It does not. It is plain. It is really well made, solid feeling. I'm not going to be able to ding this or bend this up easily. Now, I was looking at it. I knew I wanted this for my left hand. I've got a couple things I haven't told absolutely nobody about yet that are coming in that I have for other fingers of my hands. I'll show those to y'all if you want to see them when they come in. But I wanted it for my right knuckle. And this is how it looks on. It's exactly what I was going for with this ring. I think it looks awesome. I've still got full bend. These don't stand up too high off my hand. You can kind of see there. I'm not trying to give you the finger. You can kind of see where it stands up. If I bend my finger, not a lot of room. Now, if I'm wearing a lace kimono, which I'm known to do, it might snag and catch, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I love the way it looks. It's very comfortable. I barely feel it, although it does feel secure. I don't get a lot of slip. Now, if it's cold, I might get a little bit more slip, but I don't think it's going to be enough to just fling it off my finger or anything like that. I think it's very complementary with my wedding ring that has some black on it. That is black ceramic and is very, very strong and sturdy. But I think it makes a nice complement to my left hand. I'll show you some of my other jewelry in another video if Mr. Nobody would like to invite me back. But yeah, that's my ring. I am impressed with the quality. I like it a lot. I'm not seeing a lot of lines like you would see in cheap jewelry where you're looking for lines that it may have been cast or, you know, just put together crappily. It is none of that. It's very nice, very smooth, no rough edges. All of these little tentacles are nice and smooth when you run your finger over them. There is texture, but there's no sharp edge. There's nothing that's going to just snag my clothes except the actual tentacle itself. And that's going to be on me if I do that. Maybe I'll just try to put my jewelry on before and be very careful if I'm taking any piece of it off with the ring on, just to preserve my clothes that I've thrifted, but they mean a lot to me and they're valuable. So again, Gthic seems to me to be a very good company. I have quickly looked at absolutely nobody's order, and I really like what he got as well. I'm typically a sterling silver lover. It's just a quality and echelon that I'm used to. I want that quality, but I'm always going to want something that doesn't look or feel like costume jewelry. And to me, this looks like it is going to wear as well as sterling. It can pass for sterling. I'm not going to lie to anyone, but if they just look at me and assume, they'll probably think that I'm wearing a sterling silver octopus tentacle. I have no complaints. Super comfortable. Super pretty. There's the bottom of my hand. You can kind of see where that band sits, where I can still bend my fingers comfortably. Overall, very impressed with this piece. Will probably make a daily wearer out of it. It'll be a nice little conversation piece. It's not something everyone has. It is, again, not something everyone wants, but it's something I want. And I'm happy with it. I'm going to turn it back over to absolutely nobody. Until then, you guys take care. Thank you so much for subscribing to my husband's channel. I think he's pretty awesome. I hope you think he's pretty awesome. And of course, I'm going to have to say it just like he would. Don't take his word for anything because he's absolutely nobody, but he's somebody to me. Y'all take care. Bye.
All right. there you have it. There's my unboxing and initial thoughts of the jewelry from these guys at Gthic. Good. I'm happy with the items that I've purchased. There it is.
I'm happy.
Mrs. Nobody in the background claims to be happy with the items that, don't tell her, but she got for free.
One item.
Buy two, get one free. And I'm also happy with the Texas Rangers making the World Series, baby. But don't take my word for it, because I'm absolutely nobody. Y'all take it easy. But like I say, I'm happy with what I got.
I don't know that one.
Alexa is not happy with what I got.